$1,200 for some motherfucking lights.
My electric bill with no outstanding balance just for the month of July. Want to guess? $950.
Mic check, mic check. This is the Midwest Perspective, your corn-loving commentator, and in today's video, we are talking all things utility bills. It seems like in the West and in the South, these things are getting out of control. I've got some even crazier videos than the ones you just saw in the pre-clips, but it's when utilities are getting as expensive as rent, you know something is going wrong and we've lost the plot. So let's get right into it. And as always, if you're part of the 2% that subscribe, I appreciate it. And if you aren't, I'd appreciate it if you do. All right, let's get right into it.
This my last motherfucking month paying $1,200 for some motherfucking lights. Mr. Washington, the system is fighting so much harder to keep your house cool. The system. It's supposed to motherfucking fight. I sleep in my motherfucking cars before I pay y'all $1,200 for some motherfucking lights. Go cut them off. Cut them off.
What's your electric bill? And where do you live? I live in Southern California. My electric bill for a 2,900 square foot house, 2 AC units. The downstairs stays at 77 all the time, we don't touch it. Upstairs stays at 79 between the hours of 6 in the morning and 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening. 8:30, 9 o'clock, we drop it down to 75. 4:30 in the morning, it goes up to 76. 6 o'clock, it goes up to 79. Don't have a pool, don't have jacuzzi. There's nothing to drain additional electricity from. My electric bill with no outstanding balance just for the month of July. Want to guess? $950. I don't keep the TV on during the day. I don't turn lights on during the day. I keep the house pretty much closed so that it doesn't take that much energy to cool back down. And, you know, before people come in and go, well, it's because you turn everything up. We're literally told to keep our air at 78. So that's what we're told to do. Now, $950 is a bargain compared to what I paid in my previous home a couple of years ago. We had a 3,800 square foot home. Again, 2 AC units. My electric, and we had a pool and a jacuzzi. My electric bills at that house during the summer, $1,500. $950. Thank God I understand, and I know that, you know, the summer, the budget for the electricity is just outrageous and astronomical, and Southern California's Edison keeps raising its fucking rates because, you know, wildfires and infrastructure, and somehow it's always their infrastructure that causes the wildfires that we then have to pay the taxes to. But, you know, whatever. We won't talk about that. $950. What's your electric bill? Because if anyone tells me it's like $50, I'm gonna lose my mind. And I'm moving in with you. So just be forewarned, because do you know what I could do with $950? $950. Fuck me.
2,700 square foot house out here in the Midwest, and $140 a month average across the year, closer to like $120. So I don't know, y'all in the South and in the West Coast you are getting completely screwed over on this. And for large houses, you know, it makes sense. I've heard that flipping the temperature up and down at night and during the day actually increases the electrical load. But I mean, solar, I guess, makes sense. But let's take a look at just individual units now, 1 bedrooms. Because with these prices, I would be fighting someone 100%.
Con Ed is tripping, y'all. Look at this. $243. I live in a junior 1 bedroom in Brooklyn, an apartment. This should be the price for a house. What is going on? They raised the rates last summer in August, and this is what that has resulted in. Thank you, Mayor Eric Adams, for not controlling any of this. This is absolute insanity.
Why does Texas feel like I need to suffer because it's 200 degrees outside? I switched from my last company, my last energy company. The only thing I pay for separately outside of my apartment, because everything's included, is my energy. Why are they playing with me? I'm barely here, right? I switched from my last company, Frontier, because they were tripping. When I first started with them, the bill was low, a smooth $40, blah, blah. Then they started tripping. I was like $200. I live alone. I don't do more than anybody else. I switched to TXU a couple months ago. The first bill, $70. Cool, but that's still a little bit high because my man got a 3-bedroom house. It's pretty big. And he paid $70 for that. Okay, and I have a 1-bedroom, right? Why I looked at my bill yesterday, because I said my bill is coming up, I'm sure. It said $150. Now, you can't tell me I owe $150. So if y'all are doubling my rate, y'all need to tell me something, right? There's no way, because my friend said, oh, you cook a lot, so that could be why. I purposely did not cook a lot this month. If I could air fried, it was being air fried because I wanted to test the theory to see if that's what was really going on. I cut off my washer and dryer thing, so just to make sure the energy is not being used. I switched it off. I've only switched it on once, and I washed everything at once and called it a day. So I called them. I said, what's going on? I need y'all to send me absolutely everything associated with my bill, because I'm seeing here that there was an dramatic increase that I know I did not use because I'm barely here. He's talking about, oh, you use a lot of energy at 11 a.m. That's not true, because I'm at the gym at 11 a.m. So what's going on? And you don't use a lot at night. I don't use a lot at all. At all. He gonna say, well, I suggest you increase your temperature from 72 to 76. Well, I'll be damned. Not you telling me what to do in my own house. Now I can't even be comfortable where I stay, where I'm paying $150 for energy. You gonna give me the recommendation? I recommend you bring my shit back down. And what's crazy is I'm seeing a lot of people having a lot of issues with this. And I said, sir, are you guys doubling my rate thinking that I will not find out? Because I recently found out that in Texas, when it gets over 100 degrees, they double your rate and you pay for that shit no matter what, even if you're not home. So what's going on? He's on the phone with me for damn near an hour trying to explain, I don't want to hear all that. I'm trying to tell you to fix my bill because I didn't rack up $150 worth of energy this month. So at this point, I'm gonna have to go to TXU and work for them my damn self, because something ain't right.
Out where I am, I'm talking maybe $50 a month at electric for a 1-bedroom, closer to like 40 in the summers, with water included. If I'm paying $250 a month for rent, that's like 10 to 20% of my rent each month. What is going on? I would ask for itemized, like mentioned in this video, itemized lists of spend per unit, because either something's wrong with the meter or they just think that they can get away with it. Totally inconceivable these energy companies are like this. So now let's take a look at what they're actually doing to maintain these prices.
I found a secret reason why your power bills are getting more expensive. This is how much power companies are spending on lobbying each year. And the thing about that is a lot of the time utilities will pass on the cost of their lobbying to you by raising your electric bill, which means that basically you're paying their lobbyists. The biggest vendor is this front group called Edison Electric Institute. Utilities have been engaged in climate denial for decades, like this ad from the 90s. And they're actually still doing a lot of bad stuff, and they're making you pay for it.
So I just got done paying my electric bill at the convenience store, and y'all are asking me, how much are the bills in Japan? How much are the bills? I covered up my personal information, but look, y'all, this is from April to May, a full month, even more than a month. 1,251 yen. That is $8 exactly. And I just be living normal and shit, like the lights, I charge my laptop, all that. I don't know, I charge my phone. Y'all paying $200 for electricity.
So, as usual, a lot of this BS goes straight back to Citizens United and these lobbying groups that are having your money pay for them to be able to rent seek, make no change, and increase prices. Meanwhile, in Japan, for a 1-bed, you're paying $8, $8 whole dollars for a month's worth of electric. It's, capitalism's amazing, but sometimes it can be wildly frustrating when you've got these large corporations that basically rent seek with the government officials to have to pay nothing and force your own customers to front the bill of your lobbying. What a fun world we live in. Would love to know your thoughts, because this is where I'm going to wrap the video. As always, I appreciate the watch. Please consider dropping a subscription or a like or a comment. I read all of them. And I've got a bunch of other videos which should pop up right now. So feel free to check those out as well. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a great rest of the day. Peace.